Chronicles of Dad. I'm Gav
Devo.
What's good, man?
Good, it's been a while.
I know, back in the podcast game. Look at us, what are we doing?
Back in the seat, back in the, the saddle.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
stuff.
actually gassed to do this,
Yeah, you know what? This is something that I've mentioned for years doing, and I'm glad that we've taken the step and we're actually doing it.
Yeah.
There's a lot to kind of cover on this, and obviously we're gonna get into it in a bit. But our journey started pretty much exactly the same time.
Pretty much, literally from, and I'm talking like literally because
hours.
Yeah.
Like between the birth of our children.
I was going back
Hours.
earlier than that, from the conception point.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I didn't even know who you were at that point. I didn't know who you were at that point, and at that time, within a few days, we did what we needed to do, and now we're dads.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot more to it than that, but yeah, at its core.
Should we do that on a Patreon
exactly
episode or something like that? Episode 1, we talk about Patreon already.
No, I don't think anyone needs to hear that.
But to be fair, like the reason I wanted to get back into this, because you know me in jobs, I think we're both pretty the same. We've had 1 million of jobs, but right now we're happy in our jobs that we're doing right now, and it's mad because my job now, I'm in the car all day. I'm driving all day, and I listen to music, fair enough, but sometimes I get bored of listening to music, or I'm listening to the same stuff. I've got my Spotify 2024 is the same as my 2023, same as my 2022. There's 5 or 6 different songs that are in it. And bearing in mind, we used to do podcasts together.
Yeah.
Barely listen back to them.
No, same. It's weird. I think I've listened back to a couple.
Yeah.
But generally, even before, when I was doing podcasts before I met you, I'd never watched them back. It's very rare that I'd watch them back. It was just like a conversation that we was having in the moment.
Yeah.
And that was it for me.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like listening back to your own voice notes.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
No one does that.
Well, some people do, but that's just weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then, like, I end up listening to pods and stuff, and I love Shits and Gigs.
Okay.
They're my guys, man. Honestly, I absolutely adore them. And I've basically maxed out their whole stuff.
Catalog, yeah.
So I end up running the P to SNG. I listen to all their Patreon stuff. And I'm pretty sure as a Patreon episode, it was in the hundreds, between 100 and 200. And they were just talking about accountability, and they were talking about what started them on the journey as a whole. I think they must have hit a certain number of subscribers or something, which made them start doing a bit of reflection, because let's be honest, they're funny, but they also talk serious stuff as well. And I was in the car, I was listening to it, and I was like, screw it, I'm doing it. And literally, I hadn't even finished listening to that episode. I sent you a VN and was like, Devo, let's run it back.
Yeah.
Let's run it back to the streets.
Yeah.
But no sports stuff.
No.
He says wearing a referee shirt.
Well, sports is a big part of our lives, obviously.
It is.
Obviously, yeah.
We're not going to talk about results
passion,
and all that sort of stuff.
But at the same time, it goes back to when I first became a father, I thought, there's certain things that you get told as a new parent. There's certain things that when you go into all the appointments and stuff, that the mother of the child will be asked and stuff like that. And there was a different experience for myself, and I thought, I wonder if every father kind of goes through those experiences, and it'd be quite interesting to see people's different perceptions and stuff like that. Yeah. So pretty much from that moment, I was like, I think that'd be a really good idea to put together a pod. Yeah. Just on my lived experience as a father, and how my views on certain things have changed as being a father, and just and obviously you've been through that pretty much at the same time as me.
Exactly the same time.
Yeah, so I feel like this is a good start for us to have a bit of a chat, because although we do have a little bit of chat about how's things with Isla and how's Mahalia getting on, we have those little chats, but we don't really go in depth as to our feelings and how.
And this is it's gassing me.
Yeah,
it gets me excited to talk about it to another man.
Yeah,
my boy and another man. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I could talk to whoever. I could talk to literally anybody on the planet, but they don't they don't necessarily get it.
Yeah.
And I've got other like lad mates that have got kids and stuff, but I think with us as well, being black men with that have white partners that have got mixed race children, like there's no shade on the black mothers out there. You know, it's not about that. For me, it's about future now going, right, where will Isla sit in society? You know, because when she gets to that school age, I'm sure we'll go into it deeper like later in later episodes, but the overall of like where will she sit in society? Will she like have her mixed race friends? Will she have white friends? Will she have black friends? Can she just integrate it all like I have? Or like you, probably more me so than you, because you grew up in London. Yeah. And that part of London, bugger black people.
Yeah. Very much so. Yeah, very much so. Yeah, yeah. It's again, yeah. That's again. That was one of my worries when I first found out I was having a child. Is, you know, in the world as it is today, you know, and identity is a big thing for people and trying to find out who you are and stuff like that. And then obviously moving away from London, now being in the north, that was something else that I then thought, well, am I taking her away from her culture? Yeah. How do I maintain that? And again, these are different worries that you now have, but. As you said, we'll go into that in depth in later episodes, but this is why I think the pod is quite important to me.
Yeah, for real.
To kind of view these things and kind of get it out into the sphere, so that it will help me in a way.
This is a self-therapy. Yeah. This is what it is. It's not for, oh, well, we know what's right and we're doing this and you have to listen to this self-help pod and therefore, you know, and if you don't listen to us, then your kids are going to turn into little shits. Like, it's not that at all. It is, as we said, it is. But, yeah, it's quite funny how we met as well, though. Indeed. Because we were both doing sports podcasts and, well, mainly football stuff. You were on the Dugout. Yeah. I was on Two Up Top. And then it got to my boy. I love him. But like, I felt like I needed more assistance from, you know, like just a bit of marketing or that sort of stuff. So, Cotton, I'm not throwing shade on you whatsoever, you know, because I'm pretty sure you'll listen to this. I'm not throwing shade on at all. I felt like our team needed to be bigger. And it's simple as that. And
I'll behave myself.
You're savage. But it was that. I felt like we needed more assistance from other areas to help grow, and especially at that point because it was lockdown. It was August sort of time, 2020. My ex, my daughter's mum, Isla's mum, she was like, what can I do to help? And like she knows enough about sport and whatever, but like football, like she don't give like that much of a shit about football. Yeah. Apologies as well. There will be a little bit of swear, because that's who I am. There will be warnings on stuff as well, just in case people cry about it and that. I won't say the C word until when it comes to talk about dads. And my own. That'll be later episodes, so there'll be big warnings over that.
At the beginning of that
big warnings over that. But I said to her, what did I say to her? I was like, I need someone to just get on Twitter and just hammer Twitter and be like, right, just add people and just like try and throw the pod in their direction, because I feel like what we're talking about needs to be seen and heard. And she was like, I've come across this guy, it's called Devo, Devo Land or Devo LDN or something like that. He loves Bundesliga football. And I was like, oh, add him straight away. As soon as he follows back, we'll have a chat and then we'll just see what's good from there. And that's literally how it began. Yeah. So I thank my ex.
Yeah. Yeah. At the time, obviously, I thought I was just chatting to you, but
yeah, it weren't me at all.
Yeah, I got catfish.
Got catfish.
But it worked out. It worked out in the end. It's not a sob story. It worked out. But yeah, no, I was doing a dugout. I was happily doing a dugout. The only thing is that for me, I kind of got tired of speaking about the same thing. It's anyone who does podcasts generally with football will talk about your Chelsea's, Man United, Arsenal's, Liverpool's, and City. Yeah, that's it really. I tried several things before to kind of talk about the Premier League in total.
Yeah.
I had a bit of a Bundesliga show as part of Football Banter show, sorry, where I reviewed that. We each took like a league, and that's kind of how I started doing the Bundesliga stuff.
Sick.
But I was like, I really want to do more of that Bundesliga stuff, but doing it on your own that's a difficult show. That's a hard show.
It's a tough.
That's a hard show.
Yeah, it's tough, and two, the market it's quite small in this country, isn't it? I mean, like when we were doing the Bundesliga show together, the UK viewership was really low.
It was low.
Australia,
yeah,
patterned Australia,
yeah.
America, we had a
few around Europe
it was
as well.
just in Boston, in America alone, they had our own page, and I think we were late putting an episode out.
Yeah.
Episode out once. Got DMs. Got people going in the DMs. Yeah. They were like, "Gav, where's the?" I was like, "Wow, I didn't realise how important we were." Like, it was quite nice.
But yeah, it was nice, and it was nice to have someone else who shared the same passion for Bundesliga football at the time. So it was good to kind of jump on that and kind of do something different. And then from that, obviously, friendship grew, and more ideas started coming. I mean, obviously, one of the favourite things that I remember is doing the Soccer Saturday.
Yeah,
show. That was hard work.
That was tough. The organisation that was hard.
We made it work. I loved the promo for it.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I think, and then obviously to kind of tie it in with the kind of dad pod, there was an episode that I was going to miss. Obviously, because
this is jokes.
Yeah,
this is exactly what I was going to say next.
The birth of my first child, Mahalia. So, shot you a message, said, "Look, Gav, I'm not going to be able to do the show."
Well, no, you didn't say a message. No, I'll tell you how it
was. That at the end of the show?
Yeah, it was either just at the end of it, just ended recording or about to start recording.
Yeah,
and you were going to tell me, and I slid in early doors because Isla was due on the 21st of October, but we had a planned C-section, so that was on the 14th, and I think Isla was due on the 7th.
No, she was due. I think it might have been the 6th or 7th. Yeah. So she was like a week late. Yeah. And it was like back end of September, or it was the back end of September, or like literally the 1st of October. And I was like, "Oh, Devo, just a heads up, I'm not going to be around in 2 weeks." And you go, "Oh, I was gonna tell you the same." And I was like, "Yeah, but my missus is due." Yeah.
And you were like, "So is mine." And I was like, "What date?" And that was the moment that sprang our friendship, because I felt like we were just a couple of internet guys that were just going, "Oh, I'll come on the dugout this week. Oh, you come on Two Up Top this week." And then we'll just chat shit. And then I won't speak to you for a week. Yeah. And then, "Oh, you're coming on this week." It was literally just like that. And then all of a sudden it's like, wow, our kids are going to be a day apart in age.
Yeah, so we're literally eternal kind of bond from that point. And it was crazy. We still carried on doing the pods, even with, 1 week old, 2 week old children or whatever.
Yeah. There's a couple of episodes when they featured.
Yeah, we had the kids on the show.
Yeah. Just like we're literally holding it. It's like, we have to record this show. Baby on the shoulder, bottle in hand. Yeah. Chat. And it's jokes.
But yeah, that was 4 years ago now.
I know. Does it not make you feel sick a little bit?
How quick the time flies.
I'm getting so many grey hairs.
Oh, mate, I've had grey hairs. That's like, I'm a little bit older than you, so that's the least of my worries. Mine is that my knees stopped working.
Oh, God.
My back. I was saying to someone earlier, because someone put in a group chat that I'm in about, does anyone actually feel younger than they are? I was like, I think I'm younger than I am. I feel like I'm 30. Yeah. But my knees and my back remind me every day.
Mm-hmm.
No, you are not. You are definitely 41.
Yeah.
My body's given up. My body's just like checked out. So yeah.
Yeah. When I go, to be honest, since I was in my early to mid 20s, when I'm going up and down the stairs, it just sounds like some horses like in the village, like clopping down the street. Clip, clop, both my ankles. They're horrible.
Yeah. But I remember my mum saying to me years ago, it's like, you're getting old when you can't get up without making noises.
Oh, facts.
Yeah.
That's
and now every time I'm like,
I'm constantly making noises. Like, this is the chair making noises, but most of the time it's my knees and my ankles.
I'm there. It's true. Can't get out of the car without holding on to the thing. Yeah.
Well, I thought I was super fit until I started refereeing again. And I think that's when I realised, because I quit in 2016 and then I started again in October 23. But in that 7-year period, there's been a lot of rollies. There's been a lot of doner meat and chips. There's been a lot of beer and a lot of sitting around and doing very, very little fitness. And then when I come back, I was like, oh, wow, like this is a lot of effort running about and stuff. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I patterned it because I'm Gav Mac. But yeah, it's been, I hurt a lot. Even just little things like when I'm going around the shop and I'll try and go to Lidl as much as possible because I've got the little trolleys. So I know I'm not very tall, but I'm actually, that's actually for Isla, not for me, right? I do it so I don't have to carry her.
Yeah.
And sometimes she'll be like, Daddy, can you carry me? I'm like, no. I'll tell her my back's hurting. Yeah. My back's not hurting at all. But it will after about 5 seconds of carrying her. She's not fat, she's not dumpy or anything. She's just...
The kids are heavy. They're heavy. They're solid.
And they don't know how to manage the weight.
Yeah.
You know, like like when you just throw yourself on the floor and you try and get someone to try and pick you up, you can sort of weight yourself down. You know, kids do that without knowing that they're doing it.
Yeah.
And it's effort.
It's effort, yeah. Yeah. Now, to be fair, that's why I think Mahala's very good at walking. She'll walk everywhere. She won't complain. I think it's because I'm pretty sure she's got ADHD.
Yeah.
It's just energy, just boundless energy. So she's happy to just walk everywhere.
Do you not feel... This is quite an important thing, actually. I didn't think we would go this, like, in here at EP1, but why not? We do what we want.
Why not?
Because I do and I don't think Isla has it. I don't think she's got it because she's just turned 4.
Yeah.
And that's a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. They have a bag of energy and they just run about and stuff. But then, like, my ex, I feel to give her a name, which isn't her name, so people don't search her. But then, like, I don't want people to go, so who's Leanne?
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah.
Who is No.
Yeah. Well, no, it's because I haven't spoke to her about doing this pod, and I don't want to like throw whatever at, and I'm not. This is not once again. It's not a case of throwing shade, but I don't want people to go, oh yeah, we heard your name, X person on it, and I don't want to keep going my ex. Or I'll just give person a name.
Yeah.
Person X.
Yeah,
let's call her person.
Rather than calling her my ex, let's call her person X.
Let's call it. What? Can you think of a name which goes like Maya X or something like that?
No, we'll work on that.
X Xavier. No, because it sounds like a man in it.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, but like it's just not my bag.
I don't know.
Yeah. So it needs to be nice because like
Janet.
You know what? I don't know a Janet.
I don't know Janet. I don't.
So
I think that's a name that's no longer really doing the rounds.
Janex.
Yeah, Janet.
No, that sounds like cleaner.
That sounds like shower gel. Like
Sanex, yeah.
Janet.
We'll call her Janet. Yeah.
For the purpose of the pod, Janet.
Yeah, so Janet then said, oh, I want to get her tested for XYZ. I'm like, why? And it's almost like I can't see it because she's my child. But then I need to start thinking sometimes from the outside looking in rather than worrying about my kid.
Yeah.
You know, what would it be like if I was having a conversation with you about Mahalia, and what would it be like if you were having a conversation with me with Isla?
Yeah.
You know, so has she got it? I don't know. One thing I do know, she is 9 times out of 10 angel.
Yeah.
For me. With Janet,
not so much.
No, and it's bad, and I feel bad because I'm like, when I'm doing the handover, I say to her, "You've got to be good for mummy," and she's got like a little chart now with stickers on, and she gets to the number of stickers, then she gets rewarded. But she's like, "Daddy, I want one at yours." I'm like, "You don't need one," but then I don't want her to start messing up because. In order to get a sticker, it's almost like rewarding
what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, like you're doing it anyway. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think with Mahalo in terms of the ADHD kind of thing, I always think back because my mum said when I was a kid I had a ton of energy.
Yeah.
And doctors and stuff thought that I had ADHD, and my mum was like, "No, he's just a kid. He's got energy." And I was hard because my mum was a single mum at that point.
Yeah.
But she always says that her mum would say, "Well, would you prefer him to be sat there doing nothing?" And she was like, "Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough."
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't think it's something that I would necessarily want her to get tested for at this age.
Yeah.
I think when she starts going into school, if it becomes a thing, because there's so many different things that go into ADHD.
The spectrum is huge.
Massive. I suppose my worry is that once she gets into school, if she doesn't quite understand ADHD and it's not diagnosed or anything like that, then that could have its own kind of pitfalls in her learning and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something that plays at the back of my mind. It's not so much just the energy, but it's also she has like mood swings sometimes where she's all right, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, what
thing?
Like,
but she rarely has that with me. Or if she does, I'll nip it in the bud early.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that Janet doesn't nip it in the bud. What I'm saying is, why is it when I do it, it's the case, but when Janet does it, it's not? And I don't think that's on Janet. I think that's on Isla.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. And it's like,
they'll know who they can and can't do, or what they can
There's
and can't say.
Limits, though. Sometimes she's doing some mad shit. She wouldn't dream of doing that around me.
Yeah.
But then I think well, my dad weren't about anyway. So, but I don't know whether I would have been different around him. But then, do you know what? No, fair. Like switch it a little bit. My mum, I'm away with my mum, but with my stepdad, I'm not. Mm-hmm. I'm 37 now, so it's different. Yeah. But when I was younger, when he first came into my life, when I was like 6, he's a man. He's just a random man in my house.
Yeah.
And then over the years, our relationship got fractious. So it's almost like I'm able to understand it. It's like I think I'm able to understand it. She's technically with Janet more than she is with me. We say 50-50, just make life easy. But like out of a 14-day period, I have a 6. She has a 8. So it's pretty much, you know. So I don't know. Does she? You would think sometimes if she finds it as a holiday, almost coming with me, then she would play up more or less.
This is the thing. We will never know what's going on through a child's mind. Yeah. It's hard to gauge that because they may not even really understand what's happening in their own mind at that point. Yeah. But it is an interesting kind of dynamic because obviously I don't have that same experience. Yeah. So those kids are with me all the time.
Yeah.
They're with me all the time. So I don't have that dynamic. So it's interesting to see and hear your views on that and kind of trying to put together her behavioural patterns based on how she is with you and how she is with Janet. Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting, and
that's another reason why I want to do this as well, because then it's a case of people that can listen back to it or watch it or whatever, how they ever get their fix of us. There will be people that are in your situation. There'll be people that are in my situation, and every dad will be able to listen and hopefully contribute, like just whether you like a comment down on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, or on YouTube, when hopefully we get these on YouTube. Worst case scenario, if the video doesn't work out as well as we want it to, then I'll just
as audio file.
Well, it's just audio file and whatever. Get YouTube Premium. It makes life easier. You could get us on the road and on the run. So, but then people can then be like, well, in my situation, I do this because I'm open to learning. Because
that's what fatherhood is. You learn every single day.
Some people ain't.
Yeah.
Some people are like, no, this is my way of doing it this way. It's done. It's like, nah, bro. We don't want to listen to. Like when you knew you becoming a dad, did you like look at any books or anything?
No.
Nor did I.
No, I didn't read any books. I'm not the type of person to read a book. Anyway.
No, I can't be asked.
I didn't watch anything. Like, I mean, we watched a few things together, jointly as parents, but nothing about being a father.
Yeah.
I didn't really speak to anyone about being a father.
Nor did I.
I think maybe that's because of when it took place, obviously pandemic, everything like that. It was a very surreal kind of experience.
But conceived before lockdown, which means that our children are not lockdown babies.
Yeah. Well,
in my opinion, yeah, because a lot of people, when they went into lockdown, started banging, started getting pets, all that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, that was all patterned before, you know. So as far as I'm concerned, my child is not a lockdown baby, was just born in it.
Yeah.
But like, because, flipping back to the books and stuff, because when I was with Janet still, we spoke about books and we spoke about, you know, like, if we are going to get a book, we get one book, don't get 5.
Yeah.
You know, because then there's going to be conflicting information in all of them. And I didn't want that. And I felt like at the time, I didn't want to have that confusion because I've been playing stepdad, but I've never been a dad. So I didn't know, you know. So, but yeah, that's why I want to sort of like bring it back, sort of like full circle almost. But yeah, it's mad.
Yeah.
It's cool though, isn't it?
I mean, it's. I've said to Abby before. I said it gave me purpose.
Yeah.
I feel like this is what I was meant to be doing.
Yeah.
Like, being a dad is why I'm here, kind of thing. And yeah, it's hardest thing you'll ever do. Like, hardest thing I've ever done. Yeah. For sure. Especially now I've got 2.
Yeah.
But
we haven't even spoken about it.
We'll get onto that in a later episode. But it's given me purpose. I feel like it's by far the biggest blessing in my life.
Yeah.
And it's rewarding every single day. Like, then you could have the day from hell where they're just being mental and, you know, you're struggling to contain them or to keep them entertained or anything like that. And it's getting on your last nerve. But then there could just be a little bit where they just flash a smile at you and you're like,
that's enough
that's
for
it.
me. And
everything's just washed away.
Yeah.
And you forget that you're having a stressful day.
I'm lucky that she's come back, herself has come back around full circle. Like, when she was born, she was breastfed, but I was home all the time because I was working from home. Well, I was in furlough for a bit, but when I was back at work, I was working from home and stuff. But like, what would happen? She would feed, and when she's fed, she'd come down Daddy's chest, just lay there. But she's tiny; she can't move. But I remember Janet turning around to me one time, saying, "Embrace that, because one day she's not going to do that anymore." I'm like, "Yeah, right." And I don't know the day when she stopped doing it, but she didn't, and it hurt me. Yeah. It hurt my soul. But then nowadays, Daddy, can I have a cuddle? Yes, you can. Yeah. I don't care what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? I'll have my hands deep in whatever, you know, like literally like washing up or putting around the house, whatever. Down it goes, and the cuddles are there, and it's just wholesome, innit? Yeah.
Have you got to the stage where she calls you Dad yet?
She does it sometimes.
Yeah. I
don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
See, I spoke to another one of my friends about that, and he was the same. He didn't like it.
No, not ready yet. Yeah. I'm Dad. I'm not. I'm Dad. Like, to when I'm talking to you, you know, whatever. But I'm Daddy at all times. You know, I'll give her a little look sometimes, and she's like, "Dad, who are you talking to?" Daddy. Oh yeah.
So I don't know when it happened, but I'm alright with it. Like, yeah, my hardly ever calls me Daddy anymore. It's just Dad. I'm happy with that. No. But I think because she used to try and call me by my first name, and that pissed me off. That pissed me off. I was like, who are you talking?
Who are you talking to?
It's Daddy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, no, you don't do that.
Nah.
I've never understood that.
Oh, my head would have gone.
Yeah.
But then again,
but I understand it from her point of view, because when Abby says my name, she says Devin.
Yeah.
So she hears that, and then she's like, "Oh, Devin."
Oh yeah, she full names you, doesn't she?
Yeah, she full names me. So yeah, I'm like, no,
not today, kid.
It's Daddy. So I'm gonna have to go through that again with Malachi, I'm sure. But yeah,
because don't you find it funny though that like everybody is mum and dad? I find that jokes. Like, why do we have to?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll call my DNA match like I'll call him my DNA match. I don't ever mention. I barely mention his name.
DNA match.
That's what he is. I remember bumping into him about how long ago? It's probably like 10 years ago. He was with this guy who is a year or two school years below me, but like when we were sort of like going to youth club and stuff, like the age like 14 to 16, 17 sort of thing, he was there as well. And he's cool, he's calm. But over the years, he's just turned into a bit of a wrong 'un and just doing wrong shit, basically. And I bumped into him, it's probably about 10 years ago. I went to the petrol station and I walked in. I was like, "Oh, you right, mate?" And he's like, "Oh, yes, Gavin, what you saying?" I was like, "Ah, it's funny you can recognise me, but he doesn't recognise me." And like, he turned around and was like, "Yo, who are you? Who are you? Who?" I was like, Russ. Honestly, I was so close to getting in my car and just running the... C word almost came out then. Almost came out then.
Let's try and save it for at least like episode 3 or 4.
Exactly. My editing skills aren't good enough to find out how to beep stuff yet. So this is going to be sketchy anyway. But I almost ran said person over.
Yeah.
And then I thought, is it worth it? I don't get myself in trouble with the police. I'm not that type of person. Is it worth going down for murder or attempted murder or manslaughter?
I mean, if you're going to go down, might as well go for the big one.
Well, you have to.
Might as well go for the big one.
What a waste of time. Like, you didn't do the
shoplifting
job.
No, don't need that.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's what he does. He is a petty crime guy.
Yeah.
You know, because I think every now and then he wants a holiday in Civvy Street.
Yeah.
And then when he's like, "Oh, I don't know," he's like, "Do you know what? Get me my 3 square meals a day.
Yeah.
You know, let me give me my free gym access.
Yeah.
Get me my TV." You know, and that's what he does.
Yeah.
He's probably got more inside there than I. Well, maybe I'm going wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe I should follow his footsteps.
I mean, that's a whole nother conversation.
Have you had breakfast today?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had breakfast.
Have you had lunch?
No.
See?
Yeah. Yeah, see?
I had some crisps.
Yeah.
In fact, they're not even crisps, they're hula hoops.
Hula hoops, Chris.
Yeah, but they're not crisp.
Unless they're the puffed ones, because have you had the puffed ones?
Do you like them?
No.
Nor do
Terrible.
I think they're wrong.
They don't taste of anything.
No.
I had the barbecue beef ones. I'm like, what is this? That's the whole
That's
point
the
of
ones
barbecue
I had.
beef.
I had the barbecue beef
hula
ones
hoops,
earlier.
Is that their strong taste?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Have you had the ones
That's
from
right.
Iceland? The ones that you put in the oven?
What?
You don't know about this?
No.
Bro, go to Iceland. Iceland's a lovely country as well. But go to Iceland, and I don't know if they still do them. I haven't been there for years. You know, not that I'm massive time. I don't shop in Waitrose. Not yet.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the channel and help
we
us.
want to shop in Waitrose.
Yeah, help us like get Ocado deliveries and
Yeah.
stuff. But no, it's a case of they've got loads of like Space Raiders and that sort of stuff. Like they're your potato things that go with like turkey Twizzlers and stuff.
I've never noticed that.
Get to Iceland.
And
bro.
you know what? You saying Waitrose just made me realise there's no Waitrose in Chesterfield.
Isn't there?
No.
So I feel really affluent now.
Yeah.
That there is actually a
well.
main shop in Northampton.
Oh, I don't think
A
there
main one. It's been
Yeah.
around for years. My grandma used to shop there back in
Yeah.
the day. I was like, we haven't got any money. Like,
It's probably one of those cycle things, you know, when it first came around, it wasn't necessarily
probably. Yeah.
like that. And then after a few years.
I think I don't Waitrose. All right, Grandma. All right, go on then. Walk up the hill, down Kingsland Avenue. There it was, right in front of you.
Yeah.
And then next to it was Iceland as well, like Kingsthorpe.
You know what is good from Iceland? Have you had the boneless chicken wings? And they with what's that sauce? Frank's
hot sauce.
Yeah.
Swear.
Yeah. They're banging.
Interesting.
They're banging. I think it's like 20 bits and you just pop it in the oven and then put the sauce over and pop it back in the oven for like 5 minutes.
Interesting.
Banging.
But I don't like the idea of boneless wings.
It's just chicken nuggets essentially.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just chicken nuggets.
I like the 2-piece wings.
Yeah.
I don't like the mini chicken legs. I call them flat piece.
Wings are wings. I'll jam in all of it. I don't.
No.
I love chicken wings.
There's a place called
how it comes.
Yeah.
Best chicken wings I've ever had is in Dublin. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Swear to God. Yeah. Place called Elephant and Castle. Funny enough, Elephant and Castle, and they do the best chicken wings I've ever had.
Wow. The best chicken wings I've had were in America. Went to this place called Sidebar, and they did bacon wrapped chicken wings.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Right, it was everything I could have dreamt of and more. And because it weren't American bacon, it was Irish bacon, which is our bacon.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was just wrapped up Nice.
See, the bacon's got to be well done for me. Otherwise, it's like
Oh, really?
I don't like fatty bacon, man.
Oh, I don't mind that.
Got to be well done.
I feel like these were just right. That sort of like bit in between.
Yeah. I'll try it, but I don't know if that kind of leaps off the page at me as something that I'd enjoy.
Yeah.
Just give me my chicken wings.
Get it done.
What about with it?
What about like foods? Oh, should we talk about food stuffs later with kids?
Yeah.
I think we should. We could wrap it up now. Actually,
yeah,
it's episode 1.
That's episode 1. Yeah,
episode 1. Yeah, lovely stuff. Well, just subscribe to the channel if you can. If you go to Spotify, I put out a poll a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And
I'm gonna throw some up as well.
Yeah, and I think initially, because we used to use Anchor before, didn't we?
Yeah.
We just lob it on there; it just goes everywhere.
It goes everywhere. Yeah.
So I think we're gonna do that. And to see how it goes. And if there's like one person that listens to it on Caster because they're edgy, then
we cater for that one person.
I was going to say no. I was going
to cater for that one person.
All right, we'll cater for them
because their edginess may need validation.
Fair.
And we could be that person.
And we might have only been found on there. Or whatever. Okay, fair enough. Right. Okay, it's going to go on all of them, but predominantly, you'll be able to get us on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube as well. And then, if you could just leave a review, any questions, any comments. We'll read them out.
Suggestions? Any suggestions for like future episodes or anything like that? We'll take that on board and see what we can do. Yeah,
we've got a bag of ideas, but we want it to make it. We're talking, but we want to make it interactive, so therefore you could get involved. We'll probably do a live show every now and then, just like old school way, really. Just love it on StreamYard or whatever, and then people can comment. But in the meantime, just catch us here and bye for now. See us on every Monday. That's what we're doing.